a very good example is if I give application to my father. Okay, so a middle-aged guy will see, okay, yeah, I don't need this kind of jazzy things, something simple, which basically is what enterprise applications are all about. So if you see a usability of the native application versus a scalability of the web-based application, that is always there. So usability, native applications is more useful. I have a phone, I'm more used to see the contacts of my phone. Even if I change a phone, it takes me some time to understand what the menu structure and stuff like that. If I go to web and have different applications, it's totally a different thing altogether for these kind of guys, especially the field workers. It's like a different thing. But yes, if you go to a native segment, yeah, then the other problems are there. There is which I was talking about, why I say BlackBerry is a drawback, because yeah, if I want to support all the phones, it's fragmentation. Genuine mobile development problems are there, even for enterprise. So enterprise applications are nothing but a subset of mobile applications, so the rule applies. We have lots of phones, lots of fragmentations, and so I'm hoping this HTML5 browser, when they come in picture, maybe right now it's like coming to desktop, sometime in the next 3 years they might also come to mobile phones. They may solve these kind of problems. Then there are some widget platforms like Nokia WRT which support a mashup. Then Android is there. They can be used in future for these kind of applications. So that's where my answer is depends on requirement, depends on what kind of phones you want to support. This big question can be answered.
One quick question here. Have you seen in your interactions in India with various clients any kind of interest in very primitive technology that is SIM toolkit based application? Because in Europe at one point in time they were like with the low-end handset pretty much, or about 5 to 6 years back, they were pretty much the only kind of applications which were possible to be delivered as an add-on application. So have you seen anything like that?
I have seen that in US also. Right now, so right now we are talking in US with some customers who really want SIM toolkit applications, but they are not enterprise applications. So they want SIM toolkit application for sure, but the only problem with SIM toolkit application is that the primitive SIM toolkit, what we are talking about, is I would say bluntly is useless. If you go to a smart cards thing like right now Java cards are there, that require a change of a SIM and a much better SIM, which again is a deterrent to these kind of applications. But if you are going for a relationship with a carrier through a new OEM, new handset devices, yes, there is a lot of opportunity there, but not sure for enterprise applications. But for other applications, yes, for sure, there is.
But if you have like an application which is reusable across different enterprises, right? It could be anything.
Yes.
And the operator is supportive of this particular, I mean, they believe in your story. It should be a fairly viable option, even for enterprise applications.
Yes, it will be. Yeah, it should be. So SIM toolkit, as per, so I have worked in SIM toolkit. Yeah, it's a good technology. Doesn't use, it's like carrier controlled. You have a SIM card on your phone. You can load whatever you want. A carrier controlled. So normally what carriers normally like. So in M-Portal we do work with carriers, and they normally are very bullish about SIM toolkit application because SIM is there. Okay, so they want everything onto SIM. Even they want to put my Google apps on the SIM. I don't want to trust Google. Put everything on the SIM. They are very bullish about the SIM toolkit applications. But yeah, I have never come across any enterprise application in that segment. Maybe it is a technology-wise, yes, it can, but practical, I don't know. So what does the enterprise expect? So this is what I have learned through years of. So I started my career as a QA guy, then moved to development, then finally a product management. What I found when I was like young, in my younger age, whenever I used to go to meetings, people say, oh, I want to build this kind of application. I used to start thinking about, oh, how can I write that in C++? That was the thing I was writing. I want to deliver application to my customer. That is the biggest mistake what we do. Normally, so people should think about solutions, end-to-end solutions. It's not about developing a single application and giving it to the enterprise. When we talk about enterprises, no matter how much small they are, they always believe in end-to-end solution. It is what I mean by end-to-end solution is my mobile application should be scalable, should be portable across handsets, should be dynamic. Dynamic in the sense that tomorrow, okay, I found, because these enterprise applications are very much related to the productivity of a company. So profit loss can be decided, some factor can be decided on the enterprise application segment. So how dynamic my application is. I find a problem in my application, how quickly I can upgrade. Then there is something called support. I have to give. This normally people always forget. if you go and pitch for your enterprise application without an annual maintenance contract, most of the time you are going to get failed. That won't happen. You need enterprise application, you need AMC along with that. You can't work without that. Now coming to last part, I have 3 slides for these concerns and issues. So you may think that I am also not very bullish on enterprise applications, but I will show you some light at the end of the tunnel later on. But yes, enterprise applications, there are concerns, security. You talk to any guy in enterprises, in business, he will simply first question, how secure is your application? He doesn't know anything about security, but first question is, how secure is your application? That is the first question he will ask. So you have to give some stories around. This is that, I have implemented this algorithm, that algorithm. But based on that is, enterprise application means it should be secure. And that is the biggest problem we normally face, how to convince guys. It's not a technical problem, it's mostly convincing the guys that our application is also as secure as a normal browser using HTTPS. So this is one. Connectivity is another problem, which basically anything enterprise means connected to my server. Deployment, it's not like single application download. It can be like a middleware is also there. There is a device management which plays a big part. With what services I assign to which guy, which device, all what times, all these things comes in the enterprise. It's not like a regular mobile application development. Too complex and very hard. Enterprise, there are many variables, there are many interfaces. Everyone is talking in a different language. You are talking in Java to a C++ guy, in C++ to an Android guy. These kind of things happen in enterprises. So this is very complex. If you see, their backend systems are so old, you have to still use them and make your application reliable. And then there are so many variables, high degree of the customization required. Then mobile means different geographies, different carriers that add to the magic. This is my favorite. There is no sex appeal in enterprise apps. There is no cool factor. If I go to my home, I tell my mom that, see, I am working in a company, I am making a kind of application, you can talk to my sister sitting in Canada anytime. She will say, cool, wow, that's the app you are making. If I say I am making an app, something for a guy working in a pharmaceutical company, going around and typing in something, or maybe an app, maybe an app like it gets an SMS, you accept it, it's profitable for the company, she will say, oh, so boring. So that's the basic reason why I think, people, this space for last 2 years is not seeing, people are moving around app stores, Twitter, Facebook, social networking, games, maps and presence, all these kind of things. So this basically, from a development point of view, small companies in Bangalore, that's why they don't target these kind of applications. This is what my personal feeling. I may be contradicting with some of you, but this is what my personal feeling. I have seen that people normally talk about all these things, but never talk about enterprise apps.
But it's also about, you can do a consumer-grade application, almost forget all about it. You upload it in an app store and you're done. An enterprise application is not like that. You need to go and sell it.
I will come to that point, yes. That is the one, But I will come to that. It is tough, but it also gives a good bit of revenues if you are able to sell. Okay. So, where is the potential in enterprise apps? Like someone of you rightly said, yes, there are many solutions, emailing solutions, there are many IP solutions, contacts, presence. You have tons of ads there in that segment. But what basically people need are tailor-made apps. Each enterprise, there are thousands of them there. They are always having a requirement for these kind of small apps which they can use. That is where we can do things in Bangalore, in India,